Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. So glad you're here today. Now today's going to be a quick video. Basically, Spellbinders has sent me this storage box, and this is a 24 compartment box, and the compartments are 1.18 by 1.18, and it says more compartments to store sequins, beads, wax seal, stamps, wax beads, and more. Grid and lid locks contents in place. And so since that lid will lock the contents in place, I'm going to be able to use it for my embellishments, my sequins, and all that. And I've got all of my pink ones here. Now, I have been kind of overhauling my craft room. You've probably seen, maybe seen some of my videos where I've redone my craft room. And I've been getting uber organized. And I had purchased another container like this and could only get part of my sequins in there. And so I still have more to do, and I thought I could get all of my pinkish and rainbow ones in here and get them all in together. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to work through all of these different ones, and I'm throwing all of these little plastic packages away, and I'm going to have them all stored nice and neat. My plan is to get one of those little miniature spoons so that I can spoon out whatever embellishment I want to use and just kind of go with that. I'm going to have to be careful with it because they're going to be loose in here, and I'm getting some sprinkled around, but I'm not worried about it. I have so many sequins, and the goal is to just get them in something that I can store that will stack nice and neat, and I'm going to use this for it. So you can pick these up in the Spellbinders shop fairly inexpensively and just get your stuff organized. Now, I think I have another one similar to this that I do have my wax pieces in that you would create your sills with. I think it's a little bit of a different container that I use that for. But anyway, I'm using this for all the sequins, and we're going to get all of the pink ones laid down in there. And you can see I've got some of them that are just bouncing around. And I will tell you, organizing your beads makes a mess. This is the second time I've done it, and I have had a mess both times. I had to run the vacuum after I got done with this. I will kind of get a lot of these picked up and put back in, bringing in that wax tool to get them laid in there, and we're going to get them put away. And then I've got some laying on my desk. So I'm just chasing them around, trying to get them into the bins that they go in. And you can see I'm just chasing them around and putting them in there. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm fine with it. I'm just kind of trying to get them, for the most part, where they go. And we're going to get all of these packages. So there, I've got basically 24 little baggies that I'm going to transfer into these 24 containers and just get 24 little baggies out of my space. And the baggies don't store near as neatly as these containers do that I'm using for these. So it will kind of, it will stack nicely with the other container that I have the other ones in. And then I'm going to need one more, because I think I probably have 24 more baggies that I could add into another one. So I'm going to need to get another one and get them in there. So I'm not really paying particular order, and how I'm putting them in here. They're just mostly pinks. I'm trying to, I tried to start out with the lightest ones, and then we're just going to get all of these pinkish ones laid down in here. And then the last row, I think I'll bring in all of my rainbow embellishments and put them in there. And we'll just have a very pretty decorative pink container of embellishments. And so we'll just get them going. So I have been trying since the beginning of the year to just get all of my craft items organized and put where I can find them. There I took my anti-static powder bag and shook it around in there a little bit, because the reason why I'm having trouble and I'm making a little bit of a mess is the static is holding them in the bottom of the bag, and I can't get everything to get out. So I use that anti-static powder tool to kind of release some of those. And then the other thing is, if there are some stragglers in there, I'm not worrying about it. I'm just pitching them. I'm getting the bulk of them out of there, and if there's one or two that are left in the bag, I don't mind that. I've got plenty here, probably more than I'm ever going to use, and so I'm not going to worry about it. I think I'm just chasing, I was cutting this package open because this was a different brand, and it had like a one of those squeeze closures, and I couldn't get it open, so I just cut it open. And most of these are cat scrappiness embellishments. I've got a few Trinity stamp embellishments, but for the most part, these are all Cat scrappiness. I will tell you that Cat has a wide selection of embellishments in her shop. So if you are in the market for some embellishments, that is definitely a place to check them out because she's got great embellishments. And she has very specific ones that go with some of her sets. Here I've made a big mess with that one, and I'm not going to worry about it. There were these are ones that are highly static, and they're little tiny butterflies, and so I'm not going to worry about them. I'll just pour the rest of them on top of it, and it'll be just fine. I'm not going to stress over it. We're going to get them all put away. So my next thing is I got my my new cabinets on the back wall, and I got a new cabinet underneath my, kind of near my desk area, and I got my handles in. I ordered some handles for kind of your Michael's drawer set that just comes, you know, without a handle. I've got handles for them, and I got handles on all my cabinets, and then working on, you know, organizing embellishments and paper kits and cardstock and 12 by 12 and getting all that organized. And then the next thing that I'm really looking forward to in the craft room as far as you know, cleaning and organizing is I've got some new blinds that are supposed to come first part of March. So I'm hoping to do a video with that. And we're going to have kind of a streamlined look. I've got the curtains in there now, and I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So just really trying to focus first part of 2026, getting everything neatly organized and put away into my new cabinets, and just, you know, keeping that craft room cleaned and organized like I like it. Now, I know some people are very visual and they want to see all of their things, and that is not me. I want to see all of my things put away. I like a clean and simple look. I work best when I've got a clean desk, a clean glass mat, and my things are put away. So I try to use my little trays to put my little projects together, and then be able to put everything away when I'm done. So that's kind of how I operate. I know there are different crafting styles, but that is my particular crafting style. So we are down. We've got 22 of those little baggies emptied, and we're working on 23 and 24, and I'm going to get rid of those, and we're going to have this beautiful little tray of embellishments. And I'm going to pick up one of those little spoons that you can scoop your embellishments out with, and have it on hand so that I can scoop out what I need out of here and try and keep it organized. So we'll just get this last one dumped in there, and you can see we've kind of got like a rainbow assortment there at the bottom. And it's super nice, and these just, they pinch down right over them, so they do keep them separated. So, you know, as long as you're careful when you open it and you don't tip it, I think you'll be all right. But it's going to work for my storage. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.